everyone. Oh my gosh. Can you believe it's 2018? Wow. All right, so let's just be real here for a minute. I literally have been trying to go live for 15 minutes and can't get my Facebook to go horizontally. Checked my lock screen. Oh my gosh, I have no idea why Facebook hates me sometimes, but we're live. Sorry for the vertical frustrations for all of you who wish it would be horizontal, but this is how we're gonna roll today because at the end of the day, it was just time to get started. I have a love-hate relationship with technology. I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but listen, I could not be more excited to jumpstart January with you tonight as we tackle the January game plan, the January goal sheet. Did you know this is in your e-suite? You can print it. There is also one in US Spanish. Print it. If your primary language is Spanish or English, we've got the game plan for you. So print off your Jumpstart January goal sheet. We're going to go through this before we end tonight. In the meantime, I'm going to say hi. Who's out there? Hi, Lauren. Hi, Emma. Hi, Alicia. Sheila. Barb. Oh my gosh, I love this. You guys share this on your group pages. Make sure your team is plugging in live. We are going to do our monthly game plans a little different this year. We're going to go live right here on Facebook at the beginning of each month. Now, just so you know, mark your calendar. I will go live Monday after conference. So our February game plan will be the Monday after conference, all right? So put that in your calendar right now and make a plan to be on that live with me. I will have some special guests on with me. Every month we have a theme, we have promotions, we have strategy, and this month it is about jump starting the new year. And for many of you that may not have realized it, oh my gosh, we started January at the end of December. Listen, I realized something a couple years ago. You know, things got kind of quiet from the second week of December all the way through the 25th, but the minute Christmas ended, my phone started blowing up. People were ready to change their lives. Maybe it was the time of year. Maybe they had maxed out their credit cards. Perhaps they'd eaten and overindulged too much during the holidays and they were ready to start early on that resolution for weight loss and wellness. But regardless, I knew people were motivated more than almost any other time of year. And so we've got to take advantage of that timing, correct? I mean, we are a health and wellness company. We help people get fit financially and or physically. And there's no better time to do either of those things than right at the new year time frame. And so I got to break some news to you guys. Found out this weekend that part of the reason I can't read very well anymore is because I needed readers. So I'm going to use my readers on this call because it's something new, but it's so nice to read. It's like the skies parted and I was like, oh, I can read again. So I'm going to go through some notes with you. Definitely write some things down. Again, I want to encourage you to share this and get this on your group pages. Let your teams know we're live. This is for our newbies. This is for our emerging leaders, and this is for our leaders. This is for every single one of us to really get our plan in place as we jumpstart January. So with that being said, I'm really, really excited about the new year and everything that is coming out right now. I could not be more excited despite some of the kinks. The buzz around WT Fit has been absolutely incredible. I mean, I cannot tell you how excited and energized I'm hearing each and every one of you are. And I swear every time Apple comes out with a new iPhone, I go and I'm the first to get it. And then within a couple days, I'm already downloading a new software system because there's updates being made to it. And you're going to continue to see updates made to our WT Fit movement on a regular basis. So make sure you're continuously updating your app, whether you have an Android or an iPhone, so that you have the most highest functioning system that we have available to you. All right. This movement is a game changer. It is a game changer. It is literally going to give every aspect of our business the legs it needs to carry us through and go beyond a billion. You know what I love about that saying beyond a billion? You've probably heard Mark say it. I know you've heard Aphia say it out in Canada because this is who I got it from. But when the tide rises, all the boats get higher. And as It Works goes beyond 1 billion, do you know how many lives that means we are having an opportunity to impact and change for the better? That gets me really, really excited. So everybody is in resolution mode right now, and there's no better time to throw a fit or join the movement, okay? Make sure you're making the ask. Make sure you're being loud about what it is that you're doing for the new year. Right now, people can join It Works and get a free Fit 5 sample pack of products, all right? It's exactly what people need to jumpstart the new year. Conference is just around the corner, and it's going to be epic, like none other conference you've ever been to. It is still not too late. What I'd love for you to do right now is I'd love for you to put your hands in the air, give me some hearts or a thumbs up if you will be at Conference 2018. I want to see who's going to be there right now. Thumbs up, hands in the air. Who am I going to see? Who am I going to hug at Conference 2018? I want to see you. I want to hear you. I want you guys to know this is a time of year where, we look at areas of our life we want to improve. I have made a decision. One of my goals for 2018 is I will not negotiate with mediocrity. I will not settle for mediocre. I have decided to take my health and finances to a whole nother level. And it is something I'm getting very intentional with, like never before. I started to realize that I'm not taking very good care of my health, okay? Yes, I travel. Yeah. Yes, I'm a busy mom of 3. Yes, I'm a working mom. It's still super, super important that I take care of my health. How good am I for anybody if I'm not healthy, right? And I also started to think about the fact that, the success that I've had in this industry, in It Works, what's it going to matter if I'm not healthy enough to enjoy it, right? And I started thinking about what John Maxwell says. He says you can pay now and play later, or you can play now and pay later. And I know really at the beginning of my business, I really paid the price, made the investment. And I started to play a lot. And I realized that I wasn't in the game like I should be. And I decided this year, I drew the line in the sand, and I decided specifically with my health and with my finances, I'm gonna get in the game. I am not gonna play now and pay later. I'm gonna pay now and play later. Listen, I wanna tell you that, pay now. Ooh, that sounds excruciating, doesn't it? Well, listen, nothing worth having doesn't require work and investment and risk, right? But it feels so good when you put in the time, when you do the required activities to get the results you want. And not just one time. Listen, you're going to hear me talk through this JUMPSTART January goal sheet here. And there's a space in here for you to write down one of the goals you're the most excited about. One of the goals I'm most excited about is to lose 30 pounds by the end of by the end of March. 30 pounds by the end of the March. I started before the new year began. We started the WTF movement early. I started my goal early, and I did a 48-hour fast. I drank just water. Talk about a mind shift, a perspective change. Oh my gosh. Prior to that, I'm thinking about this 30 pounds that I want to lose. I'm thinking about all the things I'm going to have to give up and all the time I'm going to have to take away from my business to exercise and lose weight and, rev up my metabolism. But after 2 days of just drinking water, I had a complete shift in my mind. Listen, folks, I wasn't thinking about what I couldn't have. I was thinking about all the things I would get to have. I was taking Cindy's I get to phrase to a whole nother level. And what I mean by that is I had the head knowledge of I get to. I didn't have the heart knowledge. I didn't have the experiential knowledge. But 2 full days of just water, you better believe tea sounded good. You better believe I couldn't wait to get my hands on keto coffee. You better believe I just wanted lemon in my water. That's what it's all about. It's about taking the time to make the investment and not just doing it for a month. Like I told you, I want to lose 30 pounds by the end of March. Does that mean I'm going to have this keto lifestyle till the end of March and then I'm going to be back to my old ways? No. Yes, I'm going to lose 30 pounds, but then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put in the consistent activity over time to actually be at my ideal health for going the distance, not just for a season, but for many seasons, which becomes a life, and it builds a legacy. It creates incredible health. And that is what I'm all about. I think sometimes I hear people say, give us a year and we'll change your life. And I believe we can do a lot to impact your life in a year. Some financially, some physically, some friendships, fun, freedom. Oh, there I go, dropping some F-bombs. And we'll get into that more in just a minute here. But I want you to know, I didn't get to Black Diamond in a year. I didn't get to Ambassador in a year. It took me 3.5 years to get to Ambassador. It took me another year after that couple years after that to go Black Diamond. Now, some of you give me 6 months or a year and then you say, you know what, I tried. At least I can say I tried. I agree. Wouldn't you rather say, oh, well, I tried than what if? Absolutely. But I saw a quote this week by Tanis out of Canada, and it said, the harder I work, the luckier I get. And it blows my mind when people look at me and say, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. And I say, no, I put in the time. I made the risks, the necessary risk. I invested. This week, kids went to Dad's house, and I literally get in a plane at 5:30 in the morning, and I hit Orlando tomorrow night, Bradenton the night after, West Palm the night after, South Bend the night after, and then Maine the night after. That's right. I'm hitting 5 cities and 5 nights, 1 teams, 1 missions, dream board nights, informal trainings, getting in front of guests, sharing the at work story. Listen, this business is not going to build itself by chance. It's going to build itself when you make the necessary investments. You take the right risks to invest in your future, in your family, and your legacy. Landon has a game this week. Colton has a scrimmage on Saturday. Skylar has her first competitive meet Friday night. We sat down as a family. I let Skylar know I'm going to miss 1 of her 5 meets. And I got friends that are going to be there to take pictures. I said to Landon, I am sorry I can't be there. I know you're going to play hard. I can't wait to get pictures, talk to you afterwards. What's your goal for the game? We talked about it ahead of time. Colton too. We practiced this last week to get them ready. Why do I tell you this? Because it's a family investment. It's about having the crucial conversations that teach your kids that, living the dream just doesn't happen coincidentally. It happens through hard work and significant investment. But listen, the harder the work that mommy works, the luckier we all get. And I am telling you, they are so proud of their mom. If you haven't seen my Mom Guilt podcast, you better go check that out, because that's something that the enemy loves to toy with me on a regular basis. But I tell you this because my kids are so excited about what we're doing with It Works, the lives we're changing, and the opportunity that we have to impact a huge amount of people in so many ways. So I'm going to get back on pace here. Part of this game plan is putting your own goals on here. Make sure your goals are written down, specific and measurable. What is the goal you're most excited about this year? Write it down. Share it with your team. And the reason I say that is because the pace of the leader is the pace of the pack. Remember, where there is no vision, people perish. So emerging leaders, have you shared your personal and professional goals with your team? If you haven't, why? Why haven't you? People follow people who know where they're going. And the more crystal clear you get about what you want and when you're going to have it, again, measurable, specific. I'm going to lose 30 pounds by the end of March on the keto lifestyle, the more likely people will follow you, because people want to follow people who know where they're going. And I got to tell you, the more crystal clear you get, the more passionate you become, the more contagious you are. And vision is contagious. It is contagious. Remember, where there is no vision, the people perish. And so I promise you, your team is crying out for guidance. They're crying out for leadership. They're crying out for positive energy, discipline, consistency, someone to show them how it's done. Show them how it's done. All right. So, a mindset is very, very important to take on and make and not negotiate with mediocrity in 2018. Okay. So what we do in January will set the tone for the whole year. How you do anything is how you do everything. Okay. And so I want to encourage you to really put in the time, take the necessary action, the necessary risks and investments required to get where you want to be. And honestly, some of you, if you're stuck or you're feeling like, I just don't know, where do you want to be at Christmas next year? Who do you want to be spending time with? How do you want to be spending Christmas? And then work backwards. What kind of things do you need to put in place to make sure that happens? All right. All right. You know what? I asked you earlier to comment below if you're coming to conference. Some of you are not coming to conference. Some of you still can come to conference. It's not too late. I want you tonight to get on the Show Me the Money call with Pam Souter and our special guest. You're going to hear about the power of conference, how will it impact your life, you personally, and your team. If you are an emerging leader or leader and there are people on your team that you know that are not yet going, make a call tonight. Send a voice memo. Pick up the phone, that's better. And say, I want you there. I can't go without you. You have to be there with me. If you know their goals for the year, even better. Remind them of their goals. Hold them accountable so that they can absolutely make their dreams and goals come true. All right? So, you have to have the right mindset for 2018. And there's two different kinds of mindsets you can have as you take on 2018. You can have a mindset of fear, lack, negativity, scarcity, or you can have faith, abundance, high energy, positivity, dreaming, and growth. All right, we both have both of those. Which one wins? Which one will win out? Which one will take over? The one you feed. The one you feed is the one that will take over. So how do you feed the faith side? You hang out with people who are where you want to be, that will push you towards your goals and dreams, not drag you down and question everything you're doing. You're in the Word. You're meditating on the Word. You're in prayer. What are you putting into your mind and in front of your face? Getting to events and conference is a perfect example of how to feed your faith. Feeding your fear is hanging around with people that are wah, 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 right? It is allowing conversations to happen on your team pages that aren't collaborating. They aren't brainstorming. They aren't team building. They aren't sales specific and directed. That doesn't mean that you don't have a BMW, a bitch, moan, and whine, but it means you have it for a very short time and then you get refocused and you follow where you focus. End of story. You believe you can, you believe you can't. You're right. Either way. So my question to you is, which one are you going to feed and how are you going to feed it? Who are you going to spend time with? Where are you going to go? What are you going to read? What are you going to listen to? Listen, Furtick's sermon last Sunday, huge. His sermon ending the year, I'm glad it happened, talks about no matter what happened last year, stop looking backwards. You can't get where you want to go if you're always looking backwards. And what happened last year is building in you the necessary elements to help you get where you're being qualified to go. All right? Some of us, you don't already have the talents and gifts. God qualifies you as you go. As you take action, as you put in the time. And again, remember, the harder you work, the luckier you're going to be. All right, so you get to, like Cindy would say, you get to decide, all right, the kind of year you're going to have. Again, you're going to feed the fear or you're going to feed the faith. Faith or fear. I guess I switched sides on that. All right. So let's talk about a team culture. What kind of team culture do you want? All right. Now, the WTF Fit movement has our Fit Together community. All right. It is an excellent resource for recipes, workouts, just positive things to help you on your health goals specifically, but also, obviously just helping people to get a taste of the culture of what we have with It Works. And I love the different ways people can get involved. We're taking our Fitcoin program to a whole nother level. I can promise you that. Mark my words. But keep this in mind. People can download the app, take advantage of the recipes, the tips, the motivation, Fitspiration, recipes, workouts, everything in between for free, right? They refer people and if people buy, then guess what? They're going to earn free product. Well, then you have your people who are like, listen, I'm all about sharing and getting free product, but I want to get product at your price. Well, that's becoming a customer, right? What about those people that are like, listen, I don't want to just earn free products. I don't want to just get products at your price. I want to earn on the people that are actually buying. Great. Join us as a business builder and get your Fit 5 for free. Get started on your own personal testimony. Be a product of the product. Get involved in the Fit Together community. Have the accountability that we all need. And listen, we all need it. We're going to talk about accountability here in a minute, but I can promise you this. When I made the decision to lose 30 pounds by the end of March, you better believe there's a certain group of people I didn't call, because they're the kind of people that when I fall off the wagon, when I make bad choices, when I give into temptation, they go, it's okay. I wanted people in my corner going, listen, you're better than that. You're stronger than that. Cammie, you have big goals. Don't make decisions based on how you feel in the moment. Do things based on what you want. That's what Denise would tell me, and that's why she's one of my accountability partners. That's why she's one that I told right away what my plans were, and I needed her to keep kicking me in the butt. So if it matters to you, if your why is big enough, your excuses won't take you out of the game. You're going to work based on what you want, not how you feel. You're going to put the right accountability and boundaries in place to keep you moving towards the goals that you set for yourself. All right. So, all right, let's get back on my notes. All right. So let's talk about culture. Okay. That Fit Together community, it's going to be a great, just glimpse at the It Works culture, right? One thing I've always felt was so special about It Works, and it's our secret sauce, if you will. It's our incredible culture. I love that the Fit Together community allows people for free to get a sample of that. They can fall in love with us. They can build that relationship with us. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. And the Fit Together community allows them to get to know our culture, right? But I know within your own team pages, you're building your own cultures. How is the atmosphere in that group page, Keep in mind that It Works is all about F-bombs. We're all about F-bombs. Friendships, fun, freedom, faith, family, getting fit, physically and financially. We're a fierce group of people that are hungry to change lives. We're motivated to change lives, and we're not going to let anybody stop us from doing that, right? Our culture, is that culture radiating throughout your team pages, throughout the team community that you're building? If not, why not? What do you need to change to make sure that it is? Is it one that fosters growth? Is it one that fosters faith? Is it one that's full of fun? Is it one that's helping people find freedom? Is it one that is holding people accountable to get fit physically and financially? I'm going to tell you about another goal I have here in just a minute. And I haven't told many people about this one yet. We are doing life together. So when I say, have you shared your own goals personally and professionally? You might be thinking, listen, this is my business. They don't need to hear my personal goals. You know what? Remember what they tell you when you're getting married. You're not just marrying the person, you're marrying their family. It works as a family, okay? This isn't just about our work and professional lives. This is about our personal lives too. We take care of each other. This is about our family. Our families get to be a part of what we're doing. And that is personal. And you want to show people the holistic people that we truly are, because it's not just about skinny wraps. It's not just about losing weight. It's not just about making money. Although all of those are very, very good things, it's so much more than that, right? Tell me what your favorite F-bomb is. Comment below. What is your favorite F-bomb? Is it the faith, the friendship, the freedom, the fun, the fit, the finances? What is it? Maybe you have a couple. I can't wait to see. I've been keeping your comments on here because it just inspires me. It just inspires me so much. All right. So the Fit Together community, we're doing life together. We're getting fit together. It's accountability. It's community. You can take that off that and do it within your own business pages as well. The Fit Together community is not about business. It's not even about your personal fit going totals. It's about recipes, workouts, motivation, fitspiration, faith, and all that good stuff, right? Whew, keep going with my notes. Checking the time. Pam Sauter's got to show me the money call tonight. It's going to be off the charts. All right. This is to everybody on this call, but specifically, this is not a call, this is a live. Specifically, I want to talk to our emerging leaders and our leaders. That's rubies and up. You have to inspect what you expect. You have to inspect what you expect. And as a leader, you cast vision, you set culture. Okay? You have to give what you want to get. You have to give what you want to get. If you want vulnerability, if you want a culture that gives people the benefit of the doubt, if you want a culture that gives people a space to learn and grow, then you have to give that. You have to be that, right? We always say, what do you want in that next runner? Well, you have to go out and be that person so you attract that person. Same thing within the culture within your page, all right? You have to inspect what you expect, all right? Let's talk a little bit about goals for a minute here. And I'm going to make a shameless plug for the action planner. Come on, tell me how much you love this planner, especially for all of our US It Works family, Canada. I know we had several of these in your country as well. So I know Canada has it. I promise you next year we're going to do a global one in English at this point. But I am telling you, I am a big fan of this action planner. And I'm going to tell you why, right? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Period. How do you actually reach your goals? How do you go from motivation to get started to the discipline to stay with it over the long haul and actually see your goals come to fruition? It requires discipline and consistency. I'm going to tell you something about one of my favorite quotes. And then all of a sudden I realized it's not so much one of my favorite quotes, but it is. It really got me thinking. 20 seconds of insane courage will change your life. 20 seconds of insane courage. 1000% I agree all day long with that, okay? It takes, it starts with one. It's handing out that one Blitz card. It's sending that message. It's putting out that post, going live, right? It starts with 20 seconds of insane courage. But guess what it takes to change your life? Guess what it takes to reach your goals, to be a finisher? Multiple 20 seconds of insane courage. It's about having insane courage multiple times consistently over time. And when you string those together, guess what? You have massive results. You finish a goal, you reach a goal, you surpass a goal, right? So here's what I love. January, right here, I can keep track of my steps to success. Yes, I can keep track of that on my my monthly game plan sheet, but I can keep track of it right here in my action planner. And this lines up with our monthly game plans, all right? There's a place, what will I focus on this month? Your focus forms your future. You steer where you stare. What are you going to be staring at? You know what I'm staring at? I already told you I'm losing 30 pounds by March. So I have that in January, I have that in February, and I have it in March. You could also write down who you're focusing on, somebody within your organization that you're running with for 30, 60, 90 days to help them reach their goal and in turn help you reach yours. Remember, we get lifted higher by lifting others up. When the tide rises, all the boats get higher, right? So one team, one mission, collaborate, share. We are better together. Oh, you hear me say that over and over and over again. It sounds so cliche, but it's true. Affirmation of the month, an affirmation or phrase to keep you focused. Listen, again, are we going to feed the fear or the faith? Put a quote on there, put a scripture on there, put a compliment on there that somebody has said to you that just rings true in your ear all the time. If you're an emerging leader or leader, hold your team accountable. Help them fill out their affirmation of the month. What are they focusing on all month long? And then turn the page and literally you can plan out your day. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Your daily 6 list. And just so you know, the action planner has a list of hundreds of daily activities, income producing activities to help you build your business, to build it big. Oops, that was the wrong page. That was terms to know, but then here's your daily 6 list, the different kinds of things that you should be doing every day, right? All right, I'm gonna lose my voice because I'm getting so excited. So there's quotes in here that we put in there, Mark's quotes, Pam's quotes, my quote, Mike's quote, biblical scripture, and just places for you to be intentional with your time. You're not gonna have the year you wanna have by chance, guys. It's gonna take intention. It's going to take intention, and not just for a month, but all 12 months of the entire year. Do you hear me when I say that? I love that quote that Tanis put up. The harder I work, the luckier I get. How about the more consistent I am, the luckier I get? It's not luck, guys. It's work. It's work, it's work, it's work, but it's worth it every single time. All right, I could go on and on and on, but holy moly. You got to get your action planner. We just got a new shipment in, and once they're gone, they're gone. I'm going to be all over this week, and I'm going to have my action planner with me everywhere. I'm going to be talking about it, teaching you how to use it to take your business to the next level. All right, let's get back to the January goal sheet. All right. On the goal sheet, there's a place for you to write down your goals. Let me tell you what one of my goals are this year that I have not told many people. I literally am not settling for mediocre in my finances or my health, okay? Remember what John Maxwell says. You can play now and pay later, or you can pay now and play later. I'm going to pay now and play later. And for a while there, I was paying, but then I started to play a little bit too much, and I've decided to recommit, get back in the game, whole nother level, because if you think we've seen anything, I want you to know you ain't seen nothing yet. Don't tell my mom I use the word ain't. That's not good English. My southern roots are starting to come shining through. So write your goals down. Talk about them with your team, okay? Cast that vision. Help them see what is possible, all right? Share it with your team. That's leadership, all right? That's leadership. Review your goals regularly. That's why I put it in your action planner, and then get in that action planner every single day. Are they specific? Again, I want to lose 30 pounds. I want to do it by March. It's specific. It's measurable. I am going through the Dave Ramsey plan. I've done it a long time ago. I've been to his seminars, but I'm doing it again. I'm writing up a budget. It's not about how much you make, it's how much you keep. And I've decided and had some crazy conviction personally about being a good steward of what I've been given. And I believe if we're not stewarding well what we've been given, we won't get more. When I think of Mark and Cindy, using their platform to talk about the idea and teaching people how to get debt free, that's stewardship. All right. There is a series called The Blessed Life on YouTube, and I double dog dare you, if you're looking for something to just really light your fire, watch The Blessed Life. Watch how you cannot outgive God. That's where I'm headed. I'm starting with Ramsey. I'm moving on to The Blessed Life. Radical giving, radical living, radical saving, radical discipline. Listen, all of it. So those are the two goals I'm focusing on immediately. I'm getting very specific. They're measurable. And then I want to ask you, again, your why has to be bigger than your excuse. When you have a strong enough why, you will have the strength to keep going even when it gets hard. So everyone's excited on January 1st, right? The gyms are packed. The parking lot is full. Give it a couple weeks. 92% of people give up on their goals halfway through the month. 92% of people. Don't be a statistic. Put your foot down. Throw a fit. Don't take it. You're worth more than that. You're worth more than mediocre. Don't negotiate with mediocrity. Gosh, you're going to hear me say some of these things over and over and over again. I stole this from Denise Walsh. I love when she says, don't do things based on how you feel. Don't let your feelings drive your behavior. Do things based on what you want. So what do you want? How bad do you want it? And what are you willing to do to get it? And sometimes even more importantly, it might take some journaling to discover this. What will stop you? Only you know more than anybody what will stop you. Are you willing to put in the proper accountability and boundaries to keep you focused in the right direction? Are you going to feed fear or faith? Which one? Don't forget your choice is to pay now and play later. Play now, pay later. You're going to have to pay at some point. And if your why is strong enough and you're willing to give up what you want right now for what you want most, you will push through. And that's where I got. I have not been taking care of my health, and I'm not going to have anything left for anybody else, including my children, no matter how successful we are, if I don't take care of my health. And hello, we sell health products, and I want to be a product of the product. And I know passion is powerful. And when you're feeling it yourself, when you're seeing the change, it's contagious, and I'm all about that. All right, so let's push for the best year we've ever had. Join me in committing to see it works, go beyond $1 billion. So get out your game plan. Let's talk about filling this out right now. We touched base on a few things. All right, we have a solution for every resolution, financially, physically, both. Top 2 resolutions for anybody. You know, if people's New Year's resolutions is to lose weight, get in shape, get them to download the app, get them a part of our Fit Together community, get them the free resources available. If they're even ready to take it, you know, commit even more, get them minimally on the Fit 5, best case scenario, whole nother level results on the Fit 30, and they will see results. I can promise you that. If their resolution is getting out of debt, ask them if they'd be open to making more money. If their resolution is to make more money, is to have a better Christmas, ask them if they're open to making extra income from home. All right. I believe resources are your greatest. I believe relationships are your greatest resource. All right. This networking is about relationships. All right. It's about building communities, networks, relationships, you know, so let's talk about how you can specifically strengthen the relationships within your current team, within your network. Pick up the phone call just to see how somebody's doing. Send a thoughtful voice message or text. Let them know something about them you appreciate. Comment on their posts. Engage in their life. Ask questions. Check in. Handwrite a card to brighten their day. Let them know that they're in your thoughts. Offer to do something for them to make their day a little easier. This doesn't have to cost money. Invite a friend you haven't connected with in a while to go to coffee or lunch. And there's a space on here for you to write down 5 names of people you could strengthen a relationship with. I want to challenge you. I want you to write down 5 names of people that are not yet involved in any way, shape, or form with It Works, and 5 people who are already on your team. If you've only got 2 people on your team, then do it with those 2 people. The work has already been done for you to pick who it's going to be. But write those names down and work hard to develop those relationships, okay? Also, if you didn't know, this action planner actually has a folder in the back with a little booklet that you can take with you everywhere you go to keep track of your hundreds list, to keep adding names to it, and, you know, phone numbers and conversations you're having. And I would encourage you, whether you have the action planner or not, to fill out the 10 people you know that are, you know, making it a goal to get physically fit, and 10 people you know that want to be financially fit, and start connecting regularly. Invite them to one team. Invite them out to coffee. Share the It Works story. You can share that It Works story in the updated form in digital. You can print off the PDF, and then obviously at our one teams we can put it up on PowerPoint. We have it in US Spanish and in English in your eSuite. All right. Get ready for your best year yet. Be loud about it. Specifically, emerging leaders and leaders, be loud. Your people want to be around people who know where they're going and have a plan. All right. Don't take any shortcuts. You've got to do your personal development. You got to keep your mind in the right place. You're going to feed your faith or your fear, right? I'm reading Ideal Team Player right now in the Dave Ramsey financial makeover system, putting my budget in place. Those are the 2 things I'm specifically reading right now. And then obviously, as always, room to write down and hold yourself accountable for the steps of success. And that starts with your January auto ship being a product of the product, okay? And again, steps of success is our system, but the work required to actually make those steps happen is the contacting, the connecting, the building relationships, sharing the It Works story, this daily 6 list. The ideas in this action planner of the income producing activities you can be doing day in and day out are really going to help you maximize your time, maximize your results, and make sure you are doing income producing activities. All right. Gosh, I swear there was a couple other things I wanted to ask you. Let's see what I'm missing. Hey, listen, I want whatever leader page you are in, all right, or commenting it below on this thread. It doesn't have to be a post on your social, because we all know your prospects aren't necessarily looking to see that you completed your January goal sheet, but I want to see it. So take a selfie, put it in the comments below. I want to see who's not taking 2018 by chance, but they're taking it by choice. They're making the intentional decisions. They're making the necessary investments to get the results they so badly want to have. Remember, if your why is strong enough, you're willing to give up what you want right now for what you want most, and you will push through. You'll be that person they say, you know what, she paid early so she could play later. That's what I want them to say about me, because I truly believe the harder you work, the luckier you get. And it's not just one time, 20 seconds of insane courage. It's multiple 20 seconds of insane courage strung together that will result in massive success. The living the dream, the fun, the friendships, the freedom, the hitting the goals that you set, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Well, listen, I'll say it again. Make sure you're getting on your events calendar, plugging into events. I believe that's a powerful part of completing your steps every month. It's getting guests there, but it's also keeping your mind in the right place, feeding your fear, you're feeding your faith. Who are you going to hang around? Who's going to impact you to help you meet those goals? Let me just remind you where I'm going to be. Pam Souter's out there all week. Aspen, Mary Beth, Afia, Margarita, Katrina. Margarita's on this Latino tour, and she is all over. It's like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Well, all of that is on the events page, and I'm going to be in Orlando tomorrow night with Mark and Cindy Pentecost, Kyler, Margarita, Genevieve Sykes, Claire Flores, Eliana, I believe, is going to be there. Oh my gosh, it's like a huge lineup. And then Wednesday night, I'm going to be in Bradenton with Pam Souter, Sarah Rankin, Kyler Pentecost, Kay Souter. The list goes on and on and on. And then Thursday night, back with Genevieve Sykes again. Kyler and I are heading out to the Latino tour with Margarita in West Palm. But listen, guys, the Anglo market and the Latino market both can be there and build. And we're going to implement something new. It's called a fit bar. People can sample the greens. They can sample keto coffee, and we might even have some protein on hand. We'll connect. We'll take pictures. We'll sign up. We'll get started. And we'll be hanging at the fit bar after the event. And then Friday, I'm making my way to South Bend. It's a dream board night. It's a accountability night. Denise is going to help us not just set goals, but actually start putting them into place, really seriously telling our time where to go. I've got some activities for us. I know Tiffany's got some incredible things in store. We've got specifically a diamond and above from 5 to 6:15 before the event starts. So if you're anywhere near South Bend, come out and see us there. Tickets are for sale on the event calendar. And then Saturday, I'm going to be in Maine. Yes, I'm going to be in Maine. And we're going to have a one team, one mission. Bring your guests. Listen, you bring them, I'll close them. You bring them, I'll close them. Pay for their dinner, whatever it takes. Go pick them up, get them there. You bring them, I'll close them. We're going to share the at work story. We're going to help people pick which fit they're going to throw, because I know that you and I aren't the only ones out there that are just not going to take it anymore. We're putting our heels in the ground. We're digging our heels in, and we are not going to take it. We are not settling for mediocre. We're not settling for status quo. We're not settling for debt. We're not settling for low energy and weight gain. We're throwing a fit. We're taking our health and our finances into control. We are bringing it into control, and we're going to take it to a whole nother level. All right, you guys, thank you for joining me. Again, mark your calendar for the Monday after conference for our February coaching call. I'm going to have some special guests. I know Margarita Vargas will be going live and doing the coaching plan in Spanish. So make sure you are following her personal profile so you don't miss any of that Spanish translated materials, as well as all and any updates and information about the Latino tour and what we're doing to support our Spanish speaking It Works family members. So It's a niche market, one that has not even been tapped into yet. And so I'm excited to be a part of this movement. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to take a selfie once you filled out your goals and your plans and put it below. I want to see it. Let me know if you're going to conference. Can't wait to hug your neck. It's not too late. Make some phone calls tonight to the people on your team that you know are not yet planning to be there. They can't afford not to be there unless they're getting married, buried, or having a baby. They got to be at Conference 2018. It will change your life. I promise you. Mark my words. Love you guys. Have a good night. Don't forget to join Pam Souter tonight and special guests on the Show Me the Money call.